was working here yesterday, so I've not hooked up yet. I was here alone, but today I've got Dave with me, and I'm going to take this fir tree down, this dead one. Looks red, but that's just the sunrise. It's not really that colour. So it's a relatively simple tree, other than when we get down to the stem, we've got to watch this hedge. I'm going to throw the logs over the hedge and not let them go down the other side, because there's a steep bank, then a fence, and then the neighbours, and then this older tree here is coming down that leans over next door. There's the power pole there, 2 wires running that way. So what I'm hoping is when the fir tree is stripped to a bare pole, I'll be able to get my climbing line through there onto the older tree, which has a dead section and a live section. There it is. So it goes right over next door. It's about a 50-foot tree, 60 foot maybe, but it's a lot further down to the bottom, and there's a fence down there. So whether it's the limbs or the logs, we can't have anything drop down, hit the fence. So like I say, I'm hoping you can just see the fir tree. There's 2 cedars either side of the fir. I'm hoping I can get my line through unobstructed from there down into the older, and then we'll just rope it down somehow. Doesn't matter if we only rope it down onto the embankment, at least it's safe there. And it looks like there's plenty of clearance to swing those dead sections over without hitting anything. It always looks easier when you're up there than when you're, well, generally does. It looks a bit dodgy from here, that tree, but when you're up high looking down, things seem more obvious. So the thing with this fir tree is it's really tempting to just bash it down really quick, but it would be smarter to zip line it over a bit closer to the chipper, and it lessens the impact then. Otherwise we're going to be raking up loads of little bits instead of carrying branches and chipping them whole. The firewood staying, well, we're going to take some of the firewood and they're going to keep a bit as well. So that's the thing, is it quicker to cut it down fast and then have 2 of us on the ground cleaning up, or take the time to zip line it, but have an easier clean up later. It's always the dilemma. But I'll get set up for both, and then I'll think about it when I'm up there. Sounds like Dave's truck now. There's not really a great ground anchor for zip lining. Maybe you could just stand and hold it. This is as close as we can get to the chipper. I can't get round this corner. There's Dave. Give us the sword, Dave. Give us the sword. Oh yeah, I won't need that till later, Dave, so just remember that's there. Just keep playing, Dave. Okay, Dave. And play, Dave. Okay. Hold it, Dave. Okay, Dave. Then play, Dave. Okay. And play, Dave. Okay. Okay, Dave.
Woo!
just going to hang upside down. Going to hang upside down, brush first. And then when you let it lay down, don't lie it down so it's hanging over next door. It's got to go one way or the other, okay? So if it's going the wrong way, then you'll just have to walk down with the rope. What, Dave? No, just you can sort of hold it tight while you see where it goes. It can't go far, you see. So just let it down a bit, Dave. So it's going to drop a bit of a way, Dave, because the line isn't going straight up, but it should be okay.
So I got it tight.
Yeah, that's fine. So when it comes over, you can sort of let it go a bit as soon as it hits those branches. Okay? Well done, Dave. Ready, Dave? Well done, Dave. If it rests on the stem, don't worry about it. I'll free it when I get down. Yeah, you can just let it down. See where it ends up. So not a bad effort. Still got another 40 feet to bring down. The alder's down and gone, and carried it all up the hill and chipped. The yard's clean. We're clean at the front. A few logs down. Had a bit of a mishap with some plant pots, but so tomorrow we just come back, finish that stem, and a little bit more pruning around the place. Just small trees, really. Wires are still up, and I don't know if you noticed that little drainage pipe there. See that little white pipe? You have to be careful of that with the logs early. pass you this saw first, Dave.
Yeah.
Let's get rid of that. So this could be the worst video I've ever made by the time I put it together, mainly due to bad planning or no planning at all. I only just found the motivation the night before to do it. I thought maybe I could make a video of tomorrow's job, and yeah, I was totally unprepared. No space hardly on the SD card in the camera, and a tiny bit on the phone as well, like a few minutes. And when I was partway through the Alder, I run out of space and had to quickly look through the playback and see what I could delete from the job to at least try and get the 2 dead tops in. So and then the following day, like today, we came back and we finished. I think I got 2 clips on a new SD card. And I had this bad toothache the whole time, which just came on the night before. And I drove to the job, and I'd not kind of left the house more than a minute, and I suddenly realised I'd taken my painkillers out of the truck. So I had to go through that first day with this toothache, and it was irritating me. I think that's why I decided not, or partly why I decided not to zip line the tree and just lash it down the way I did, because I didn't have the patience to wait there and be slinging stuff up and watching it go down and waiting and then Dave unclips it and then the next one. It just seemed like too long. I had to be busy, I had to be soaring. But as for the question I asked at the start, is it quicker, all things considered, to zip line this or to just cut it down and then get down and help clean it up with only 2 of us on site? I think in this instance it was better to do what I did, because I mean, what time was it? I don't think I actually got up the tree till about 9:30, because I had that steep drive to get up, and there was a bit of organising to do. It was probably about 9:30 by the time I got up, and I had it by the time that I was stood at the bottom of the tree at 9:30, and then I had it stripped out by 10:30. And David managed to get quite a lot shifted in that time as well, and chipped. So that was good going, really. And it was just a lot of raking to do, little bits are shattered everywhere. But had we ziplined that, it would have taken at least twice as long, I think, to sling everything and run it down, and maybe even longer than that. So that's just the feeling I got on that job. It's not the same for every job. It may have even been different again had the tree been live, with live foliage on, because the Douglas fir tends to just, when they hit the ground, there's just fluff everywhere and needles and just a lot of fluffy, brittle growth that you end up spending forever trying to clean up later. So the zipline may have worked a bit better, may have been more of an advantage had it not been dead. But anyway, it was. I think that was the best way to do it, and that's just the mood I was in, and that's because of the way the tooth was irritating me so much. So, but I don't know what this video will be like. I may put some music over because I did so much soaring, and I know how aggravating as well the sound of that battery saw is. If it's constant soaring, if it's the odd cut, it doesn't sound, it's not so annoying. But I can imagine on the video, because I was kind of doing lots of repetitive cuts, it might be hard to listen to. So perhaps I'll edit some other sounds in over the top of that.
so it's not so painful to listen to. But we'll see anyway. Hopefully there's something worth watching. I'll have a look over the weekend. Alright, thanks for watching, if this makes it to YouTube. Alright.